Hello and welcome along, my name is Eddie and this is my vlog. Welcome back to Scatterbrook Farm. It has been about a year and a half since I did one of these vlogs. And yeah, we are back. It's good to be back. Let's watch out for the chickens though. Yeah, a few things have changed here at Scatterbrook Farm down in Shamrock Valley. We've got some new equipment. We've got a couple of new animals, and it's all good. So let's jump out of the landy here, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of the farm and show you what's changed. And this, of course, is a big thing that's changed. We've got a big lime station here. It was put here by a contractor who comes and limes our fields. They're actually due here in a few days' time. And yeah, they wanted somewhere where they could come and fill up their equipment so that they could lime stuff. So yeah, that actually is one of the big new things here. We've got our old Amazon sprayers. These we've had ever since we've had the farm. Same on our two Amazon seeders here, a seeders and planter. This is new. This is a Brohan 16 ton trailer. This is awesome. It replaced the class trailer that we used to have here. That was getting really old and rickety and very rusty. And yeah, needed replacing towards the end of last year, or towards the end of the last harvest. So that's new on the farm. We head around the back here. We've done some alterations to the barn. We've actually widened the barn a bit, which is quite good. But we had to alter the walls and things around here. But we now have this lovely, huge barn, and yeah, it is. It still holds though. Our two tractors are 6810, our John Deere. This has had a bit of an overhaul over the winter. Had a good new lick of paint because it needed it. Hence the we've got slightly different colours on it in so far as the grills are filled in slightly differently. But otherwise it's the same old tractor under the hood, complete with slight problems with our front linkage at the moment. We've got to get that detached and sorted and take it off and try and work out what's wrong with that. And then over here, of course, we've got our Fiat Agri with the front loader on it, and our Flegel front. Well, this is our combination set of pallet forks and bale spike. So yeah, this tractor is doing well. It's still going strong, that Fiat Agri. So pleased to have that. This is a big change we got to the farm. So after the potatoes last time and us losing the original potato harvester in this very shed to a fire and borrowing that really big one, we moved the focus away from potatoes and actually went with a new setup. So looking at doing more silage and grass work. So we've got our class Roland 250 baler. This replaced the baler that also went up in the fire in this shed, and yeah, so that has been good. It's a good round baler. Then we got this Pottinger front and rear mower. So that's our mower combination. We have the other farmer's going off there on the road. There he goes. Yeah, we got a Pottinger tedder here and this big Pottinger windrower as well. So yeah, we're doing more grass contracts for other farms about, and yeah, and we got that set up as well for that. We replaced our dually flatbed. We decided to go for a dolly setup here from AgPro last year. Found it easier to load a dolly trailer. We weren't hitting, getting angles and things, and with the round bales, they weren't trying to roll off. So that's why we switched our trailer out. We did have a big old rusty unusable trailer here that we finally scrapped as well. We got a new a new cultivator in this Amazon. It's actually a disc harrow. We found that works on the land here a little bit better, and so switched out for that beginning of last year, I think that was. This is a new piece of kit this year. We had this delivered a couple of weeks ago. It is a Wazi bale shredder. Absolutely fantastic bit of kit. Works really well with our round bales. Tried this or something similar out last summer and just went, yes, we need one of those on the farm. So that is a recent purchase. And then we got a larger shovel as well, a larger bucket, because that was more useful to us. As always, here are our pigs. As they've always been a mix of Gloucester Old Spots and spotted pigs. The Gloucester Old Spots being ones that we take from farrow to finish, and the spotted pigs ones we take from birth to finish. So those are our breeding pigs. Oh yeah, and then we got an Agromass plough over here. This is because we took our existing one. We needed it over in Ballincraig, and it kind of stayed there. So yeah, we got a new plough for here as a result. Over there we've got this is not ours. This is a contractor's piece of equipment. It's a it's a Liebherr excavator. That's because you can see the state of the river here. It's a bit silted up, and the local council's worried about a big rainfall further upstream could cause a whole load of flooding down here. So they're trying to get the river flow sorted a bit. So they've been dredging the river, and yeah, so that's why that's sitting on land at the moment. They're not here at the moment, but yeah, that won't be here too much longer, I don't think. This is our Abbey slurry spreader. Again, another new addition. But yeah, absolutely fantastic addition. That really helps distribute the slurry from the pigs over our land before we go and plant it and get it in. Then we've got this addition. So we've had all of our water troughs plumbed up. And it just makes things really easy, because to fill up with water, I just do that. And it means that all of our animals and everything get to have a good drink, and we don't have to worry about it. It does have an automatic shut-off valve, so there's contained in the far end a bullcock that, before this gets too full, will shut off. And you can see these are going to take quite a bit, so I'm going to leave that running. And then, yeah, and the other new addition, of course, which I didn't mention when I got out of it, is the new Land Rover. So I switched out to a 110, because it's quite, needed the extra space, and yeah, so that has replaced our previous Defender 90 that we had on here. And then in this front shed up here is another piece of kit that's new to the farm, and a bit of kit that's new to the farm but's really old. So we've got this John Deere, this XUV 865M, which is a nice new bit of kit. And then next to it we have this really old Ransoms trailer that we put on the back of it to deliver this stuff to our animals. So yeah, that is our first job for today, which is why I brought us up here. I find the easiest way to load this up is to get the trailer hooked on, and then what we can do is get a pallet of this outside and fill it up. There we go. Reverse back around. Yeah, the trouble with this trailer in here like this, and this is something I should have realised when I parked it in here earlier, is that it's not easy to get it out. So, yeah, there we go. That's the other reason why I want to fill it up out here, because I don't want to be doing too much mucking about. So, there we are. There is our trailer. We're just going to pop through to... Oh, run along here. Pop through to here. And we're jumping this. There we go. And away. We need to hook that up. Good. Just so that we can get this out. Well, this tractor is still really good with this. I am considering getting a small skid steer. There's an older John Deere one I know that's available locally, and considering getting that because I think that would be of a lot of use to us on the farm. This used to be our storage shed for potato crop. It's now our storage shed in general. Hence why all of our food pallets are in here at the moment. There we go. Alright, let's go and let's go and empty this out. Let's there we go. So that's one lot in. And then we'll get the second lot done. So we're going to do 2 pallets of pig food this morning. That should that'll keep our pigs going for a good while. And then I can check on them later in the day and see how they're doing. I think I mentioned today's date. It's November. It's March the 5th. Ooh. And spring has just sprung. Alright, we're going to leave this in the shed because we're going to want some feed for both our chickens and our horses in a minute. So that can stay in here. There we go. And we will take this and feed the pigs. It's round the far side. Like so. It's a bit of a slog with this fairly full, but this trailer does work well with this. And it was one of those fortuitous barn finds, which was quite cool. Right, it just means that all we have to do to feed our animals is fill our trailer up and reverse up, and it's a good amount of food this trailer holds. There we go. Right, so we got 2 more loads to do with this. We need to do a load to the chickens, and we need to do a load to the horses. For the chickens, it's we've got some pallets of wheat. So we're just gonna put one of those on here because they will take a lot less food than the pigs will. And for the horses, we've got some oats to feed them as well. And then we need to shred some straw for the pigs, and give some hay to the horses as well. And that will be good for us today. The ground is still a bit frozen for us to do any kind of work with that on. Hopefully, well, as I said as well, we're waiting for the lime contractor to come down and do their work. Because at the moment, the fields are not limed, and we can't really. I don't really want to plough the fields without having actually limed them first. The farm has expanded a little bit as well, actually. Part of the whole grass work thing We bought the field next to the farm, just across the road down by the river. It's a grass field that's big enough for us to create our own grass working stuff from. There we go. Hit that. And this little bit of wheat we have left, we're going to go and put that into our grain store. Because, yeah, we got no bags to bag it up, so... Too much angle on my trailer there. There we go. Right, go open this up. I'll fling that back. And tip it up. There we go. And then we just need some oats for our horses. So go grab those. We'll go shut this up because we don't need that. Probably won't need a full pallet of oats for the horses, judging by what we've just had with the chickens. But there we go. So we can just tip any excess oats back into our grain store, where we will no doubt have use for them later. There we go. Fill that up. And done. And up and round to our horses we go. There we are. So put this in the far end. There we go. And while we're here, we'll just pop over and open up the valve for their water. Like so. Right, and then they just need... Well, the horses need some hay, and the pigs need... I'm going to close this gate. There we go. And yeah, we do have a little bit of oats left. I will leave them in here because I can actually just give them to the horses later when they need a top up. So I'll just park this over here for now. There we go. So that will go back in that shed in a minute once we got this tractor out of the way. So I'll do that in a bit. But this, we're going to go and drop off our front forks. And we're going to go and give some shredded bale to our pigs. Yeah. Flegel front forks need just dropping off over here. Like so. And then we'll back out. And one of the nice things about this this Warsy's bale shredder is it comes with its own bale spike, and this is why we need to drop the other one off and not just switch its function. We want to drop that off. So there we go, and there you go. Its own bale spike, very very useful that. So the first thing we're going to do with it is just go and get the horses some hay. There we are. And this should work very nicely. I want to stay back a bit because the we don't want the gate catching the tractor. Right. And we'll put that in the horse trough. Like so. I think that's right. Yep, that's all good. Our horses have enough hay and oats. So, yeah, they'll be happy. Let's go and close our gate. And yeah, we're going to head round and grab a bale on the way back and sort out our pigs. Get them so they've got some good bedding and are creating some nice muck, something that we can spread on the land later, which would be fantastic. So, round. And we just dump this in here, like so. I actually want to position that, otherwise it won't get caught by the rollers properly. You have to get these things in properly. There we go. That's in. And hook it up like so. And this is actually we could actually hook this round the other way, but for us, where we're going to be spraying it, it's actually more useful to have it this way. So let's unload and give the pigs some straw, which would be absolutely brilliant for them. And let's go and have a look at this piece of kit, because this piece of kit is utterly brilliant. So it works on the hydraulics, and yeah, just allows us to actually unload at a good height for this. And it's got a really good spray on it as well, so I don't have to worry about moving back and forth with our pig pen, which is quite useful. It's quite good for, you know, if we want further spread or lesser spread, we just lift it on the forks, and just works really, really well. And there is a whole load of straw for our pigs. So that's good. I'm probably going to put another bale worth in there, but I don't need to do that now. Yeah, that is essentially where we are on the farm, and some work with our animals, because it's early spring and there's not a lot actually we can do at the moment. So yeah. And with that is where I'm going to leave it for our first vlog back. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.